What's up, Gatekeepers? Welcome back to Weekly Soap Chronicles. I'm your girl Phil, and today I'm bringing you episode 146. And let me tell you, this one was a roller coaster of emotions. But first, I need you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a recap with a little bit of flair. Let's get into it. Alright, so we start off at the police station where things are already tense. Vanessa and Donnell are watching footage of Doug at the casino. And let's just say it's not a happy family movie night. Okay? Marcel's been edited out of the video thanks to Joey, but that doesn't stop the heartbreak. Vanessa is in tears. Does she see Doug cashing in his anniversary watch for chips? Meanwhile, Donnell is spiraling, trying to figure out how his dad ended up drunk and behind the wheel. He is like, y'all got to tell me something because this is making no sense to me. My dad was an up and up citizen. He was a heart surgeon. He would always tell us to be careful. He would talk about the people that he would see coming into his emergency room or operating room. You know, it's just not adding up. Law and Order Jacob sees on the video Drake the dealer, and he says, well, we need to bring him in for questioning because he's the last one to see Doug alive. Joey say, oh, if you need him to come, no problem, I'll get him down here. Meanwhile, over at the casino, Marcel makes his grand entrance. And Drake saw him coming in and he was practically shaking in his boots. He's like, Marcel is like, relax. I'm just here for a drink. I'm not here for you. But Drake say, hey, when you come in the room, you the executioner. And, hey, you know, everybody needs to be on point, okay? And he said, no, man, everything is all good. Drake lets him know that he was about to pack up and leave, considering that Joey gave him the boot. Marcel lets him know that Joey edited him out of the video footage. And Drake is like, well, that's good for you. And Marcel say, no, he did it not just for me, but for himself. Trust. And then Joey texts Drake to come to the station. And then that is freaking Drake out. He was like, oh, Lord, he telling me to come to the police station. What am I going to do? And Marcel say, hey, stick to the script and pray that you make it to Christmas. And then he tells him he going to go to the station too, but they going to go separate so it won't be no type of connection. Because at the end of the day, I was never here. So back at the police station, Marcel strolls in like he owns the place. He tells Donnell that watching his dad's final moments on video won't bring him peace. Well, thanks for that, Marcel. Enter Drake, who's ready to spill the tea, or at least some of it. He tells Jacob he's leaving town because he lost his job. But before he goes, he says Doug came to the casino to play big. Donnell is not buying it. He say, my dad was so organized, he even color-coded his socks. Did he say anything? Did he talk about me and my mom or whatever? But at the same time, you kept giving him drinks. And Drake is like, I'm not here to babysit grown men, okay? And then he said that he offered to get Doug an Uber. But when he came back in the room, Doug was gone. So Jacob asks Drake to stick around in case they have more questions. And once he's gone, Jacob suggests to Donnell to get some food because nothing says coping with family drama like a good meal. Got to keep your strength up. So we move on to Joey and Vanessa at Uptown. Vanessa is struggling. She can't bring herself to tell Donnell about the fight she and Doug had over Joey. But Joey tells her she has nothing to feel guilty about. He even offers to be her strength in her time of need. Ooh, Joey, Joey, Joey. So she starts crying on his chest. And then a few minutes later, here comes Donnell and Jacob, and they see them together. Talk about bad timing. You could cut the tension with a knife. Now over at Martin and Smitty's house, things are just as intense. Okay, side note, Smitty is getting on my nerve. I'm about tired of Smitty. Smitty sits Martin down for a serious talk. Martin wants to come clean about that big secret. But Smitty is like, Smitty holds up a family photo and reminds Martin of everything they've built. If you confess, you'll destroy this family. Is that what you want? And Martin, of course, is like, no, but I'm trying to be worthy of your love and trust. But he feels like he's stuck in purgatory. And why? Because Smitty, on the one hand, I love for you to be around. It's so nice. But then on the other hand, you lied to me for years. I can't trust you. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. Make up your mind. So after they go back and forth with each other arguing, they agree to try couples therapy and even plan a weekly date night. But nothing says saving a marriage like reliving your 20s, right? It's a bittersweet moment, but at least they're trying to move forward. I guess. Because they'll go to couples therapy and Smitty will still be talking about, but I don't trust you. Ugh, okay, this storyline is working my nerve. And then finally, at Nicole's place, where she and Dani are catching up on all the family drama. Dani jokes about needing a drink and asks Nicole if she got another fine nephew hanging around. But the conversation quickly turns serious. They talk about Doug's downward spiral and how Vanessa is barely holding it together. Then Nicole lets it slip that Vanessa has Joey to lean on. And Dani is like, interesting. Then the topic shifts to love. Dani teases Nicole about Carlton, calling him hot buttered toast with cinnamon on top. Dani sure know how to come with her one-liners about people. But Nicole claims she's done with love. She's too old, too tired, and too heartbroken after Ted. Dani, ever the romantic, tells her that love isn't logical. And besides that, Carlton don't have to be the one. He could just be the one right now. Now, Nicole's sitting up there talking about she ain't ready for love and all this other stuff. But it's obvious that Carlton wants her. Okay? It's obvious. He is not keeping that a secret at all. So what is she doing? She leading him on? You gonna go out to dates with him? Like she kissed him on the lips before he left after the memorial service. And like Dani say, I don't be kissing my friends on the lips. So Nicole, you just doing all this to make Ted jealous? Ugh, I still don't like the fact that she has not given Ted a chance. And she just gonna throw 30 years of marriage, which she claims to Dani was blissfully happy until the moment of the anniversary party when Leslie showed up. But you gonna throw all that away? The only thing, she didn't put him in another bedroom. She didn't make him sleep on the couch. She went straight for the divorce. Period. I'm done. As if she didn't like or was in love with Ted at all. Okay? I don't get it. But any rate, gatekeepers, that's a wrap on episode 146 of Beyond the Gates. What did you think of all the drama? Are you team Marcel or team Donnell? And do you think Nicole will give love another shot? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Weekly Soap Chronicles. Until next time, gatekeepers, keep the drama alive.